Hi everyone, I've just finished my latest project, which is another journal page, so I want to share that with you today. This is the finished page, which I'm quite pleased with, and I'll take you through what I did to create this. So it's an A5 piece of cardstock, just regular cardstock, and the first thing I did was to cover it all over with old book page, which you can't really see too well now. There's a little bit at the bottom there that you can see, but most of it has been pretty much covered over. Anyway, so I put the book page down and then I added a dilute layer of gesso, and once that had dried I added some distress inks in Vintage Photo and some walnut stain. Then I took a diamond stamp and I stamped randomly over it in fired bricks. There's some over here, some along this edge here, a little bit more there, and some at the bottom. And I also stamped some gears in Stays on Timber Brown. And these are by Oxford Impressions from the Steampunk plate. Once I'd done that, I cut out some images from the Graphic 45 Communique collection. So I've got 3 different images on here, which you can see. And I used the Tim Holtz distress tool around the edges and then sponged them with some walnut stain distress ink as well. Then I glued them into place and I went around the edges of them with a Caran d'Ache water-soluble pastel crayon, so you can see some of the white there and some down here. Then I added some 7 Gypsies gaffer tape. This is the Le Monde tape, and did the same with that. Added some of the white pastel, and you can see it more closely along there, just to outline it a little bit, give it a bit of definition. Then I stamped the text onto masking tape, and this is a Heidi Swap font, and I stamped it in Archival ink, but because the masking tape is quite porous it absorbed quite a lot, so I then outlined it in a black Copic marker just so it'd stand out a little bit, and I added some distress inks over that as well. Then the final thing that I did was to add some beeswax, and I melted the beeswax pellets with a craft iron, so I placed them in the centre and then spread them out with the craft iron and also with the heat gun, and I was quite pleased with the results of that. I've not used beeswax before, so I didn't know how easy it was going to be to use, but it is really easy, and if it goes in the wrong place or it doesn't end up how you want it to be, then you can just reheat it and move it either with your craft iron or with a powerful heat tool. It will just move across. And what I also did was, in places, I let it drip down. So I heated it and then just let it drip by tilting the card, so there's some drips over that top picture and a little bit at the bottom there. And finally, just to embellish it, I added some of the Tim Holtz gears as well. So that's my project. Hope you like it. Please leave me a comment if you've got any questions, and thanks for watching. Bye!